The MOBA genre has really been blowing out, and with it we've been seeing deviations that change the entire landscape of what we know and expect the scene to be. One of these games is known as Dragons and Titans, and it's come a long way from being just a browser MOBA alternative to now what it is as a fully immersive experience worthy of a purchase despite the fact that it is free to play. Dragons and Titans just launched on Steam, but you can also play it in your browser. You can go on Facebook and have fun. When you start the game, you go through a tutorial session that I think really works well to introduce the player to the mechanics of the game, and especially if they are new to MOBAs. In fact, this is the MOBA that got me into the genre entirely. In this game, you can move while casting spells, which makes it a bit more fluid than other games, though Dragon controls do have a high skill ceiling, but I think it's a case of easy to play, difficult to master. Taking into consideration the very different playstyles that you can have with the variety of dragons, you can start to see how this MOBA really lives up to their strategic depths that others have despite being an overall much more simple game, I think. Dragons and Titans lets you choose a dragon, which dictates half of your abilities, and then you get a passive, and then you choose a weapon, which dictates the remaining skills. In competitive matches, you also even get 2 extra spells that you can add onto your arsenal. So the different combinations kind of make for an interesting playstyle, but especially so if you think in consideration to different team compositions or different player roles that you might want to be creative with. While the game doesn't have the usual conventions of lanes or jungles, it is still a MOBA. At heart, at least, but the slight differences, I believe, make it a worthwhile experience, especially those who are more casual. Despite just mentioning that the game is good for casual players, I do want to say that Dragons and Titans has a huge level of challenge to it. Yet not only in the multiplayer, which is well polished and there's lots of different game types, but also know that there is a really challenging single player campaign, like Dark Souls level of difficulty here. Yeah, so it's a MOBA with a single player. Absolutely novel. So each match starts out feeling like a team fight in other MOBAs. So in other MOBAs, you have laning phases, jungling phases. You start out, the matches sort of ramp up. But in this game, boom, right to the gate, team fighting. No distractions, just straight up attrition. So if you're a fan of sneaky tactics, you're going to have to prove your cunning through mechanical prowess and strategic creativity. There are towers you need to destroy and a base you need to siege, but for the most part, the maps are much more focused on direct player confrontation, which is a design that we've seen in a lot more MOBAs, especially with Heroes of the Storm, Blizzard's new MOBA coming out. There are creeps that charge lanes, but with maps being so open to roaming, it feels even more arena than most other MOBAs could probably claim. So Attack, you think this game looks good? Well, bet your money on it because it's free to play and it is good. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in the sparse and negative reviews for the game, at least where it is now, because it completely deserves a second look from everyone. If Dragons and Titans appeals to you, go ahead and check out our review for Air Mech, as it's also an action MOBA that really defies a lot of the usual rules for the genre, and also one that I personally enjoy. Anyways, thanks for watching, friends, and as always, I hope you have fun, and see you around, guys. What's up, guys? I'm Skyline Shore, here with MMO Attack. Greetings, travelers. And it seems that you're looking for maybe some hidden treasure, seeking new adventures, stuff like that. You don't know exactly where to start, though. But it's okay, I actually know how you feel. So let me help you out here and show you a few paths you can take on the start of your new journey. So these 10 games are all fun for lots of different reasons.